coming in at number 11 on our list is Uzi from RNG. I have him 10th. You both have him 11th, which based on our pattern, I get to start.
That's why you put him 10, right?
That's why I put him 10th, clearly, because we saw each other's list beforehand. But really, I think this guy is exceptional. I think you can say what you want about the team needing to play around him, but you play around Uzi because the rewards can be exceptional. As far as CSD at 10, he's way up on everyone. Deft had incredible stats in the LPL and is actually ranked higher than him on this list, but Uzi had 235 kills in the regular season, which is 36 more than Deft, and didn't die anymore. The knock on him, though, is that they have to play around him so much to get those numbers, but I think this guy is just an absolute beast mechanically, and it's only because it's so crowded in this top 10 that I couldn't put him in the top 10.
Yeah, I think most people would probably agree that Uzi mechanically is one of the absolute most gifted players in the world. And some would even say he's the absolute best in the world, looking at just the pure mechanics. Sadly for Uzi, we're no longer in Season 3, early Season 4, where mechanics were like the most important thing. We are in a world where team play, teamwork, fitting, in different kind of compositions, different kind of teams, is just as important as your pure mechanical skill. So that's why I think a guy like Uzi is not higher rated on our list, because we obviously got him very close to each other as a big criticism, because he requires so much from his team. And when he then gets some of that help, if the other team plays around it, like EDG did in the finals specifically with a lot of globals, just keep camping bot lane over and over. Uzi Mata, they only go one way. It was just straightforward as much as possible. Globals behind him, they died multiple times. They didn't adapt. And that's where my criticism comes in for Uzi. Mechanically, I can't say anything bad about him, but as a team player and as a player, should we say the knowledge of the game, potentially, where he's supposed to be in the map, that's where I feel like we can criticize him.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And just to dispel some myths quickly, his champion pool did open up this year. I mean, he picked up Sivir, he picked up Ashe, he was able to play a lot of the utility was demanded of it. However, he played it in that forward motion all the time. And that is the biggest criticism I have of Uzi. He still has Uzi games where once in a best of 3, he will solo hard carry, but they have to put so many resources into it to the point that they were counter-picking AD carry and putting him on the likes of Caitlyn. That's how much of a resource sponge this guy is. Does that mean he's a bad player? No, you do it for a reason, but it means you have a telegraphed playstyle. And there is only one person responsible for it, because RNG did not play this way before Uzi got there, and it's been a slow evolution over time where they have started to go towards that bottom lane, which is why I think that you can knock him on what he brings to a team overall.
With that being said, there's still the second place team from the LPL, and Uzi's still an absolute monster.
I mean, he's still number 11.
The 80 carry pool at Worlds, in all of our opinions, clearly, is at super stacked, because we actually have 380 carries ranked above Uzi on this list. But
let's go back to how he got second. 3-0'd by EDG, went to 5 games. In the second half of the regular season, actually lost to EDG, WE, and was pushed to the limits multiple times. So RNG as a team started the regular season so incredibly strong, and then did progressively go downhill. And I think that was as they further integrated towards the Uzi playstyle.
And I always wonder when I see Uzi on a team, where's the ceiling for that team? Because normally when
Uzi's individual ceiling is super high, and apparently it's second Worlds. But has the game changed enough to make that no longer the ceiling? And is this actually hampering them, therefore dropping them?
Yeah, and that's what I think. That's why I made the point earlier about how it's not Season 3, Season 4 anymore, where this mechanical skill means so much. It can push you all the way to like number 1 or number 2 in the world as a team. I think the fact he doesn't work well with his teammates, the fact he's actually making, not him specifically, but like the team looks worse almost overall with him, because a guy like Xiaohu now gets 0 attention basically, because MLXG will just go bottom lane, and try and play with Mata and Uzi as much as possible. Made the other guys look worse, even though Xiaohu and Lupo were 2 players you can actually count on to play really, really well on the international level. So that's why I think Uzi really falters and why he's not higher on the list.
But I think one thing that will make Uzi higher is if this playstyle works at international competition.
Oh yes.
If this playstyle works, RNG will look like geniuses because they hard commit to this. And he is the reason that they will go far, because they play around him for a reason.
I think the peaks for Uzi are incredibly high. I think his reputation is amazing and it's earned. But the reason he's actually not even higher on this list is because of all the things we mentioned about, is the game still played this way, and does it make their play style too obvious? With that though, Uzi, very high ranked, number 11 overall, and that'll do it for Uzi.